In my 45 years in the financial services business, my greatest joy really was when I was working with the agents one-on-one in helping them develop their careers and grow. And then as I got further involved, as I began working with the Pacific Institute, and through that, where I started teaching those workshops and watching people literally discover how, with a change in mindset, they could effectively change their lives. And so it was in the last 10 years of my career that I knew when I retired, I wanted to segue to this. As I was going through this search of where to land, there were some things that I knew I didn't want to do. I knew that I didn't want to jump into something that took all of my time. Able to use the gift I knew that I'd been given to use and still be semi-retired, if you will. I did some research on Pro Advisor Coach. Of everything that I had seen so far, I thought this could be the fit I was looking for. A couple of things that helped me with that decision. One was the camaraderie. I knew I didn't want to be, I knew I wanted to have a business of my own, but not be on my own. So it was fun to have the others in the organization that I could relate to. I also liked the accountability that we had with one another, our weekly coach huddles, the triad that I participate in every week have been really beneficial. And then lastly, the assessment tool. You know, there are a plethora of tools in the marketplace. And aside from the one we use, they're all very good for what they're intended for, and they're all static. They measure who someone is and they put a brand on them, and there you have it. You know, so what am I going to do with the fact that I'm a relator on Strength Finders today and I'm going to be a relator 5 years from now? Good to know. And how do I improve within that? And yes, they all have their attributes. The mind scan, however, the Hartman Values Profile, is different in that it's dynamic. And that was just so meaningful to me, because we measure how people think, what their biases are, what their clarities are, and then we can explore what it might feel like if someone were to move their bias off of the direction where it's at right now, or increase clarity, and to be able to have that tool, understanding that there is no bad mind scan. So the fact that no administrative work is done on my part, the tools are provided by Pro Advisor Coach, the payout, quite frankly, in my mind's eye, is very fair. I shared with my wife, I said, you know, as I was getting ready to go to sleep last night and just meditating and praying, it became very clear to me that this is the right path for me at this time. No. You know, I worked in a pure meritocracy for 45 years in the financial services business, and it was a sales-oriented industry, and so we knew the metrics that were required for people to be successful. And when new people came on board, we'd tell them, for you to be successful, you've got to have a specific number of reach outs or more. You've got to schedule a minimum number of appointments. You have to do a minimum number of fact finders or discovery interviews, all of which are leading indicators to the future. And so when I came to work with Pro Advisor Coach, the same was suggested to me. And so we want you reaching out to 50 people a day, and we want you to send out 100 emails. And I didn't balk a second. I just said, no, I'm not going to do that. I've been in sales my whole life. I know what it takes to be successful. I have a very robust, warm market. I know where I'm going to find my people. So if you'll let me design my own avatar criteria when we get started, I promise you I will hit the 95% or greater on the avatar, and I will do everything necessary to capture my initial investment. And I promise you that I will end up with a book of business before too long. And I did keep that avatar between 95 and 100% for my first 90 days and maximized the contract, got all my money back. I had 9 or 10 clients, I think, at the end of that first 90 days. I work 3 days a week, 3 weeks a month. On a 9-day-a-month schedule, I'm on schedule to make well over $150,000 this year. And that's pretty darn exciting. I'm going to answer what I don't have that I did for 45 years. I don't have any distress. I don't have deadlines that I'm racing against. I don't have reports I'm filling out that, quite frankly, have no meaning. All I do is help people grow to a new place in their life. All I do is help people understand how important it is to lead a blended lifestyle. It is such a privilege to do what we're doing. First of all, it is not stressful to me at all. And my vision was to have 18 full-time clients by the time I got to the end of last year, and to pull that forward as I go forward. I currently have 22. I conceivably have room for one more. So I think my vision is shifting some, in that I recognize now that keeping a full schedule won't be something that I worry about. So my vision is to keep 20 clients on a regular basis or more, and to keep my eyes open for those people that might be future coaches with us. I would love to get to the end of my time with Pro Advisor Coach, having a cadre of coaches that I have invited into the business, that one, I can pass my clients to when I get to that place, and number two, that I can watch bloom in this business and do well. It's December 31st, 2026, and I'm a team leader of 12 women and men coaches with Pro Advisor Coach. We are a best-of-breed team, liberating our clients from distress while leading them to eustress and providing lasting transformation with sustained, accelerated results. It feels awesome, and it is so good. I would tell them all that as much joy as there is in this, and as much satisfaction as comes with it, it is not for the faint of heart. I would tell them to buckle up and get ready for a ride. Or using another analogy, I would tell them to get their track shoes on and get ready to dig in and run. The business is there. The marketplace is hungry for what we're doing. And to find a place they can love, and then make a decision, and then make that decision right. That's where I have fallen with Pro Advisor Coach. You're not going to do it without a little bit of fear, but that's okay. You know, Pavarotti's scared before he sings, and he always sings beautifully. I believe the culture is the sum of the conversations that are taking place over the water cooler, or in our case, when a group of guys get together in triad. The sum of all those conversations makes up the culture. I would say the culture of Pro Advisor Coach is one of supporting one another. It's a supporting culture where we care for one another. It's a culture of joy. We like each other. We like our clients. We like what we're doing. We like the trajectory of the company.